Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K in Miami. This is one they expect to win. As long as they play with effort, you have to like their chances. And with the run the Wizards had in the Eastern Conference playoffs last year, you can postseason very soon. Shaq, what do you think they need to do to fight their way into the conference finals and beyond?
Not much, but they need more of an inside presence. They do have a great backcourt, though. They struggle getting consistent contribution from their post spots. That's got to change.
Well, I like what they have. They got a strong defense, Ernie. That's one of their strong suits, but they need to be more efficient on their offensive possessions, turning the basketball over at a high rate at times in key moments. And let's face it, they need more postseason experience. These guys are very young.
Well, have we settled on a nickname yet for the Wizards' backcourt?
Oh, yes,
John Wall and Bradley Beal.
The Secret Service.
The Secret Service or the not-so-secret service or the FBI.
Fast break initiative.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, those very, very good ideas. But then again, our minds.
Can we call them all three?
Our minds just never stop, do they?
Can we call them all three?
You can call them all three if you want. It wouldn't be a good idea. Kevin Harlan, what you got?
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Hill. This is Kevin Harlan. And Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Dallas Mavericks.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Wizards 5 right now. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Jared Dudley out there with Gortat, and it's Porter at the 3. And the jam by Whiteside.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. He had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Miami with the ball, following the bucket by the Wizards. Outside, Green. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Wall against Dragic. Gortat with a screen on Dragic. Wall passes to Gortat. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Dragic. 17 points for him last game against Cleveland. Here's Whiteside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And that's now 6 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Beal. To the middle, 6 on the shot clock, and that one's good. Gortat's got his second basket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Whiteside. Green kicks to Whiteside. Dragic against Wall. Bosh, the screen. Now the pass to Wade. Whiteside, a screen on Beal. Here's Wade. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Wade's got his first 2 points of the night.
Lights out, 4-4 from the floor.
Well, we know Washington didn't win the Southeast last season. They came in second once again. This time to the Hawks and not to Miami. Still, I thought they were dominant within the division. Matter of fact, they were dominant within the division.
The Heat have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Whiteside, a screen on Beal. Bosch, that's the pick for Wade. The feed now to Bosch. Rebounded by Dudley. Wizards were very strong against the rest of their division, the Southeast Division. 10-6 in division record form.
And it seems the Wizards are always the bridesmaid, doesn't it? I mean, never the bride, it seems. Right. Since the Southeast came about in 2004, they've had 6 second-place finishes, but have yet to win a division title.
Amazing. Here's Wade after the basket by Washington. Back to Whiteside. Gortat with the block. But they'll get another chance. And that one's good. And so it's Washington with it. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Okay, Miami, now coming up the court are your Heat answers. Let them hear ya.
Now we get a chance to view the NBA leaders in assists. Number 5 is John Wall.
You know, the best passers always know where everybody is on the floor, especially their teammates. And they've got it down to an art form as to how to get their teammates the ball.
And the Heat with some changes. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Dwayne Wade. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Gortat. Humphries comes in for Jared Dudley. Gary Neal's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Now here's Bosch. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Now here's Sessions, following the miss by Chris Bosch. Humphries kicks to Sessions. Back to Humphries, stolen by Bosch. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. The dish to Dragic. Misses in close.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Neal's shot is off. Miami trailing. Dragic kicks to Bosch. And it's Humphries with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Sessions with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Down low, and the dunk by Humphries.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Offensive rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Here's McRoberts, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. McRoberts has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's Neal with the three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Wizards lead by Airlines Arena. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosch about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. Great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
Guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Winslow is out there with Josh McRoberts. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Wade in at the 2 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now here's Johnson. He had 19 points in the win against Cleveland.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Heat. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
Beal against Wade, right wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. There's a screen by Gortat. Kicks it to Humphries. And it's blocked by Whiteside. An even 3-on-3 break. Poked away. It's stolen by Wall. Here's Beal. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in blocked shots last season. Also posted the second best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
Beal against Johnson. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Gortat and stolen by Whiteside. Johnson against Wall. Wade outside. Uncovered. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Gortat with a screen on Wade. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal, that's for 2. That doesn't go either for Beal.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Johnson attacking. Gortat with the steal. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break. And, guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. John Wall fourth.
You know, guys like him, Kevin, never give up on a play. I mean, they've got active hands on defense, but they're always moving, looking to make a play and be in the middle of things.
And the Heat with some changes. Wash comes in for Josh McRoberts, and it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Humphries. Porter comes in for Jared Dudley. Garrett Temple has checked in for Beal, and Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Here's Wade. No luck. Now Washington takes it the other way. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play.
Here's Temple after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Here's the floater. Temple can't get it to go.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Whiteside kicks to Wade. Six on the shot clock. The stupendous finish in traffic. Now just a 1-point Washington lead.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number one.
Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Winslow's checked in for Dwayne Wade.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
Here's Dragic after marching Gortat's bucket. Outside, Green. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Outside, Green. He dishes it to Whiteside. Misses from short range. Wizards have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Porter passes to Sessions. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Sessions. Gary Neal's checked in for the Wizards. And so Sessions nails both of them. Here's Dragic. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And it's Bosh, that time on the assist by Dragic. Just trailed by 3. Here's Neal. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas. There's a screen by Gortat. And Neal kicks to Sessions. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Sessions has got it all tied up now for the Wizards. It's all tied in Miami. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And, Coach, at what end of the floor are you guys looking to make adjustments for in this second half?
Well, on both ends. Decision-making offensively with the turnovers, got them out in the open court, got them some easy ones, and we have to settle into our game. Defensively, try to disrupt them a little bit. It's been way too easy for us.
Eric, appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, you expect the home team to take care of business, and they have. They didn't play flawlessly, but they held their own. Now we get to see the true test in the second half.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going, because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Marcin Gortat.